Hello everyone, back to tuning into today's video. Going to have a look at weather for the next 14 days for today's video. Day 10 will take us to the 11th of June, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the extended GFS and ECM ensembles. Maybe in a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at the CFS Me Too at the end of the video. For the next 4 weeks, that gets us well in the second half of June now, and I should get on with that for you in a moment. And just to say that first, Virse was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. We've also released the European Outlook. And if all of that wasn't, and I've got Terry Scully's June and Summer 2023 forecast coming up for you at 7 PM this evening. So if you could, please like, share, subscribe on all of the videos. And thank you so much, everybody, for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much for the support for Rainbows, everybody. We've been raising money and awareness for Rainbows Hospice, providing vital care for children, babies and young people in the East Midlands region with life-limiting and terminal conditions. They're based in Loughborough, which is in Leicestershire. I'm in Northamptonshire, but they are my local, children's and young persons hospice. So thank you so much to everybody who's been donating money and helping to support Rainbows Hospice. Visit their website, link in the description. We are now on our Just Giving page up to £1,813. I thought I'd probably stop the charity event when I done the live stream, on Saturday, because I did a charity live stream on Saturday. Fantastic night. Thank you so much to everybody for an amazing night. I thought that'd probably be the end, but we are so close with donations that came in subsequently, so close to 2k, but I've got to carry on. Excuse me, I've got to carry on until we get to £2,000 for Rainbows. So if you have not yet donated and you can afford to do so, then please give a donation to Rainbows Hospice. Let's get this to 2k, and that would be absolutely fantastic if you could all do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all the people that have donated so far. Of course, unbelievable, the GavsWeatherVids community yet again coming through for me and for Rainbows too. So thank you so much to each and every one of you for your kindness, your generosity and your support. Let's try and get this to 2k if we can. Okay, let's start the video then. So we're going to begin having a look at centering temperatures now in for May. So this is it confirmed that the CT came in at 12.5 for May 2023, which is 1.4 degrees above average. Same anomaly to average as we had in January, interestingly. So turning into another warm year, not quite as warm as last year, but nevertheless, most of the months, or all of the months, have been above average. April was the one that was a little bit cooler, a little bit closer to average, just 0.8 of a degree above 61 to 99 average. But all the other months have either been 1 or 2 degrees above normal. So again, turning into another pretty warm year for 2023, even if it's not yet, still time, but not yet been as hot as 2022 was. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. Looking at Northampton today, the red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Northampton, starting off pretty significantly above average with those upper air temperatures at the moment. They are going to come down a little bit, but generally staying above average through the first week of June. So first week, 10 days of June, looking pretty warm. Then beyond that, we see the upper air temperatures reverting closer to normal, maybe as we go through the second week of June and into the middle of the month. Nothing that exciting going on from a temperature perspective, to be honest. There's no sign of a heat wave there. Let's put it that way. Precipitation-wise, lots of dry weather over the next week or so. A few more precipitation spikes appearing through the second week of June. Again, they're limited, so that's not overly wet really for an extended ensemble graph. And it may turn more unsettled, may turn more showery into the second week of June, but it looks pretty dry, I have to say, certainly for the next week, 10 days, and relatively warm, if not spectacularly so. Temperature anomalies from the 1st to the 9th of June, coming out a little bit below average for England and Wales, above average for Scotland Northern Ireland. This cooler than average temperature anomaly for England and Wales is being caused by the northeast winds and all the cloud we're dragging in from off the North Sea at the moment, I think. Precipitation anomalies from the 1st to the 9th of June, May coming out drier than average, not just UK, but through most parts of Western Europe. This is a big area of high pressure that's dominating at the moment. The latest Windflow Map from earth.nullschool.net shows that we continue to draw in northerly, northeasterly winds, particularly for eastern and southern areas from up the North Sea, bringing cloud with them. The high pressure itself, of course, is sat out in the Atlantic up here to the northwest of Scotland, and around that we draw down those northeasterly winds. I think we'll start breaking up some of the cloud, though, over the next day or two. Right, let's start going through the all-important chart data then. This is how the latest UK Met Euro run is looking for midnight on Sunday. High pressure is in the ascendancy, mostly dry, fine, and warm, therefore, if the sun's out. That's the big question, of course. Into next week, high pressure remaining in control right way up to midnight on Thursday. So that ridge of high pressure in the Atlantic and into western parts of Europe. Icon, again, with high pressure well and truly in control and dominating the weather day after day after day. We get to Thursday, 8th of June. We're still high and dry with Icon. The GFS midnight run, no changes. High pressure dominates all the way through to day 10. Just starting to pull up towards Greenland, maybe by day 10. So by then, perhaps turning a little bit more showery. And in the extended, actually, lower pressure start trying to get itself going. So through the middle part of June, possibly turning a little bit more unsettled, certainly a little bit more showering at that point. But for the next 10 days, high pressure is in control. The GFS 6Z, again, with that big area of high pressure right over top of the country through the rest of the week up to day 10, high pressure and it's in control. Perhaps pulling out towards Greenland a little bit more on the 6th day compared to midnight run. That does look rather showery by Monday the 12th June, just beyond day 10, it's like day 11. So by then, it looks like turning a little bit more unsettled with the GFS 6Z. And that's how we end up with low pressure out to the west of Ireland, drawing up what looks like quite a warm southerly flow. And this low could be bringing some wet weather from off Atlantic, maybe even down a little bit thundery with that, but of course it's over 2 weeks away. If you can enjoy the video, please you like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all of our videos. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids, get them to subscribe too. We are less than 40 subscribers away now from 15.9k. I think I've got to put on around 38, 39 subs to get to 15.9k. So if you could subscribe to our channel, that would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. GM, again, with that area of high pressure in control and in the ascendancy through the weekend and on into next week as well. Pulling up like a southerly, warm, southerly, southeasterly type flow by the end of next week. And that's how it looks as we get to day 10, which is Sunday the 11th. Again, lower pressure pushing up from the south, starting to look perhaps just a little bit more showery. There might be a hint here, but by day 10, 11, 12, things might be starting to turn a bit more showery. But up to then, we're high and dry all of the way. And then the ECM at WF once more, all much of a muchness for Sunday and through the early part of next week as well, with that high pressure in control. By day 10, the high just starting to pull out into the Atlantic. Maybe a hint of lower pressure both to the south and also to the north, beginning to act as a pincer movement, possibly just wobbling the atmosphere a little bit, starting to produce some showery bursts. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from TemPshow.com. Again, we'll rattle through this quickly as it's not going to be hardly any precipitation to speak of. So all the way up to day 10. Looks mostly dry, just some rain coming into the north by day 10. This is the option on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10. Gets us to the 11th of June. This is coming from ECM WF themselves, ECM WF.int. The charts have not updated today at the Icelandic Met Office. So 51 out of 51 members of the ECM ensembles, all of them with an area of above average heights, high pressure over and to the west-northwest of the country, mainly dry therefore, but just potentially trying to drop in something slightly fresher from the northwest into that area of high pressure. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. This gets us to the 16th of June, the glorious 16th. So 15 members of the ECM ensembles have a blocking area of high pressure around Greenland then. Trough of low pressure is digging in to Scandinavia and is in the Atlantic as well. A bit of a pincer movement going on there. Unsettled, trying to turn more unsettled from the north and also from the south as well. So, you know, that could be starting to wobble a little bit. Then got another 15 just here with high pressure again in the middle of the Atlantic and heading up towards Greenland, but just let's say we reach more into West Europe, so that's trying to keep things mostly settled. Although there is a little trough over France. We've got 13 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure just to our north, so that's going to be mostly dry. Could be a bit on the cool side, wind still coming in from an east-northeast direction. And then finally, we've got 8 with high pressure out to our west and northwest and around that. We bring the wind in from more of a northwesterly direction. That's mainly dry. But again, you know, not a heat wave. We're always on the cool side of the ridge with all of these options. So not hot, but should be mostly dry and quite pleasant. CFS V2, finally, these are 500 millibar height and on breaking down into week periods. The first week period taking us from the 1st to the 7th of June, becoming week dominated by high pressure over and to the north, low pressure to the south, mostly dry and fine, but winds coming in from a little bit of a northeasterly direction could keep things a bit on the cool cloud side, particularly for the east. Week 2 is going to be the 8th to the 14th of June. High pressure pulls out into the Atlantic, then low pressure developing to our south. That low is trying to turn things more unsettled, so that could bring some showery conditions into more southern areas, otherwise a lot of dry conditions with that. Week 3, big change, 15th, 21st of June. Low pressure then through the north and the west of Europe. Obviously, that's going to be much more unsettled. That is a more unsettled week. And then finally, we go through to week 4, which is the 22nd to the 28th of June. High pressure then comes back to our north. Low pressure is out to our west and southwest. Winds coming up right to southeasterly direction with that. So that should bring quite a lot of warm weather up from the south, probably warm temperatures, but might be a little bit showery, and watch out for this low, maybe even producing a little bit of thunder. And of course, that's Glasgow week as well. That's going to be over Glasgow weekend. So that would make for an interesting festival, wouldn't it? We'll see. Okay, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please can you like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much everybody for doing that. Drop a comment. Let us know what you think about this and all of our videos. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Ask them to subscribe too. And it's amazing, it's incredible. Thank you so much everybody for doing that. Around 38 subs will get us to 15.9k. Also tell your friends and family about Rainbow's Hospice, providing vital care for babies, children and young people with life-limiting and terminal conditions in the East Midlands region. And check out our Just Giving page. We are so close at 1,813. Thank you so much, everybody, for that amazing amount of money, by the way. Thank you so much, all of you. But we are so close to 2K. So if you could give a donation and help push this up to 2K, that would be amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, now, that would normally be the end of our content for today. We've got one more video to go. Terry Scully's June and Summer 2023 forecast is going to be released at 7 p.m. this evening. You'll find out if Terry is in agreement with Gav for our summer forecast that released on Sunday. And yeah, it'll be an interesting forecast from Terry. Tomorrow, we're going to have a 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. Jamie Friday. We'll probably have another look at Le Mans and download as well, by the way. And of course, a 10 to 14 day as ever. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And for this video, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.